Bishop State, and welcome to another Tech Tip Tuesday and 2 with your host, Robert McWilliams. Today's tip is on using Respondus Lockdown Browser. Now, Respondus Lockdown Browser is powered by, of course, Respondus, and in essence, it is a tool that you can use for your quizzes that, in essence, provides a browser where the menu and toolbar options are removed. It prevents students from accessing other applications while they are taking the test. It prevents students from printing and screen capturing the quiz or test. It also prevents the students from copying or pasting anything to or from an assessment. And also, once the assessment has been started, students cannot exit it until they press submit. So it's a very powerful tool for proctoring. There's also another tool that works hand in hand with this, Respondus Monitor, where it also watches the student as well as provide the same browser capabilities. But we'll discuss Respondus Monitor in a future video. Lockdown Browser is compatible with Windows machines, Apple machines, and also even the iPad. Now, for it to work on the iPad, you must enable that feature as an instructor, but I will show you that in this video. It is not compatible with Chromebooks as told from Respondus. Now, there are many people who say they have caused it to work, or Respondus Lockdown Browser do work with a Chromebook, but it is not supported by Respondus. So if you do that, it's on your own risk. What's recommended? Windows, Apple, iPad. So what I'm going to show you today is how to enable it on a quiz, how to enable Lockdown Browser on your navigation menu, and how to enable Lockdown Browser for an iPad usage. So we're going to go ahead and go into a Canvas course here. And so if you're in a quiz, first of all, you want to go and do edit. And then once you edit, you'll scroll down and you should see require Lockdown Browser. And if you click this, when a student tries to access the quiz, it will prompt them on their machine to download Lockdown Browser, and they will not be able to take the quiz until they download Lockdown Browser on their machine. Now, you can also check required to view quiz results also in the browser, which that way will prevent the students from copying the results. You can uncheck that if that's no preference to you, or you can leave that checked. Now, once you do that, you want to go ahead and click Save. Now, also to enable Lockdown Browser in your navigation menu, if you as an instructor will go to Setting and click on Navigation, and if you scroll down at the bottom, you should see Lockdown Browser. Here it is. I'm going to go ahead and click Enable, and now it's in my active menus, and I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Once I click Save, now we see that Lockdown Browser is in my area. Now, when you click on Lockdown Browser for the first time, it should ask you to authorize. So as you see, it's asking me, do I want to authorize this app? And you want to go ahead and make sure you do authorize. And there are some videos, video tutorials, getting started, and resources. Once you do that, you can go ahead and continue. Okay, so now once you have enabled the quiz, once you have authorized your account for Respondus Lockdown Browser usage, by clicking on Lockdown Browser, you can now enable it for iPad usage. So if you go and find your particular quiz, in my case, I'm going to look for Online Quiz 2. And if you click on Settings, and in here, you click on Advanced Settings. And in here, you can click Allow Students to take this exam with an iPad. Now, if a student tries to access this test on the iPad, they will have to download the Lockdown Browser app from the App Store. And of course, this is a free tool. But once they download that, then they'll be able to actually access this quiz via the Lockdown Browser. And as we mentioned earlier about Respondus Monitor, if you want to enable that camera, webcam, where it's monitoring, watching them as they take the test. You can enable that also in this area as well. So in essence, that is this Tech Tip Tuesday. We might have went a little over 2 minutes, but Respondus Lockdown Browser is a very important tool, very useful when proctoring or monitoring tests that's not given in class. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a great Bishop State Day.